Calvin Castine at West Plattsburgh, the Legion Field. Randy Ebersol scoops over to Alfie Ledoux. We have one down. That was Matt Lucken leading it off for Bluff Point. Now gets us to Chris Premore. Bluff Point and World Warehouse. The game getting started a few minutes late here because Bluff Point had a few late arrivals. But it's underway at this point. Hamilton's pitch is ball 2, 2-1. World Warehouse, this is the last game of the first round of play. And coming in here, World Warehouse is 22-3. They are solidly in third place. Bluff Point is tied for fourth out of the 27 teams in the league. 22-3, World Warehouse 20-5. 2 games behind them is Bluff Point. This is Eric Reed. 2 outs and nobody on. Alan Rock calling the balls and strikes, and Al Wood on the bases here. If I forget to recognize the officials. I'm here for what I'm planning on being a 4-game set. So when I leave here, I'll be running full steam to the other field, the field number 2 for the second game of the day at that field. Bluff Point has scored 191 runs. They've allowed, 291 runs. They've scored 291 and allowed 158. World Warehouse has scored 396 and allowed just 131. So a lot more offense and a little bit better, about 1 run per game better defense than their opponents tonight. But this is a battle. Both these teams will line up solidly in the A division. It is foul, and one thing I've mentioned batter is Nick Walker at the plate. He swings, hits it to right field. Trevor Cameron squeezes it, and after 1/2 inning, there's no score here on viewer-supported hometown cable. Just 9 players here for the Bluff Point team. They apparently have someone in the lineup who's not here because they gave me 10 names. So there's 3 outfielders. Here's Jamie Moore, the shortstop, leading it off for World Warehouse and distributing. Bottom half of the first, game 26 of the season. Moore hits it to right field. It is grabbed. We have 1 down. I believe that was Jamie Brissett. Here is Matt Rivers, second baseman. And the pitch to him is inside. Yanks it into a gap. That's an example of the 3 outfielders situation here that might have, in all probability, been caught with 4 outfielders. Now Alfie Ledoux.
Come on out, hit yours here, hit yours.
Out of play. I believe is Premore pitching. I believe. We don't have the defensive positions for the Bluff Point team. Ledoux goes deep and out of here. A 2-run homer for Alfie Ledoux. And he puts World Warehouse on the scoreboard. And they take a 2-0 lead here in the bottom half of the first. looks like Shandy LaMarche has arrived, and he'll be on the field shortly for Bluff Point. His teammates wanted Shandy to jump the fence. He says, I ain't jumping that fence. Justin Sample at the plate. Cleanup hitter. Up there with one out, nobody on. Timeout.
Dad, they already put him in here.
Hey, what's his name?
Just wanted to make sure. Here we go, let's go. He just walked on the field, just wanted to make sure.
That's okay. That was okay. I'm not here for flash. No, I'm not here for flash.
Wanted to make sure he was in the lineup, I guess. Sample yanks it into the parking lot.
Oh, that girl's here.
Whoa. Wear your hard hat. You're not safe over the other game, standing there with your back to this field. Sample. Whoop, slips in the sand, and he'll stay put. Get the bags a little loose. Now right fielder Trevor Cameron, the batter. He takes a ball inside. Looks like we're going to arrive kind of late at that Dragoons game. Got 3 games at the field number 2 that we intend to try to cover. It's playable. 2 down. Samples in, and ooh, that's fun. Sliding with the bare legs is also a lot of fun. There's Gary Dragoon. Robbie Dragoon. He pops it up to second for the out. His cousin Tyson gives him an encouraging word. 2 runs for the World. They lead 2-0 after 1 full on hometown cable. I finally figured out what happened there. Every once in a while my camera's running and I'm trying to figure out why, and there's a on-off button on the top of the camera that I never use, except when I accidentally hit it, and I just did, so I figured out why my camera's running sometimes when I don't think it is. Here's Tom Zarplitis leading off the top half of the second inning, and his team down 2-0. Bluff Point tied for 4th place, and they're tied with Northern Corridor. Northern Corridor has a much easier opponent tonight because Bluff Point's opponent is solidly in 3rd place. So Zarplitis is out. Jake Toloski is at the plate. And pitch to him is swung on, hit. Oh, Cameron trying to make a catch of the day, but couldn't quite do it. Good try. Now Randy Brown. The first offering is popped up. It's in the shallow center field area. Rivers grabs. 2 down. Jamie Bissett. That looks playable. Similar area. This time the left center fielder will grab it. That's taken there by Donnie Coolidge. And we'll go to the bottom of the second, 2-0 World Warehouse. Third baseman Randy Ebersol is at the plate. Swings at the first offering, hits a line shot to Toloski at third, 1 down. Here's Rala Parker, the umpteenth. He hits it to second, and Parker is on. Now Donnie Coolidge. Well, we got one on, one out. World Warehouse leading 2-0 here in the bottom of the second. Playable and caught. 2 down. Michael Mickey Castine, the extra hitter. Gets it on the ground, through the right side. I'll stay right here. If I go to second, I can't get a courtesy runner. There'll be first and third runners at the corners.
Mike, 2 down, you're off and running.
And it turns out he doesn't need or want the courtesy runner. Here's Rick. Quick Rick. Lamberton. Runners at the corners. And he drops it into center field. And nobody covering second. Would have been close if they'd put somebody at second base. Infielders weren't tuned in here. Second baseman and shortstop. So an RBI single for Quick Rick. Going to bring up Jamie Moore, the leadoff hitting shortstop. Hits it too short. In time at second for the fourth. So we go to the third inning, 3-0 now in favor of World Warehouse and Distributing. Foul ball, almost caught by Robbie John Dragoon. Brandon Hatch, the batter, leading off the top half of the third. Pitch from Lamberton. Hoping for quick ones. We can get to that Dragoons farm equipment game. Four games, though. It's going to be a long evening. That's hit to shallow center field. Coolidge grabs, and we have one out. Shandy Lamarche. There's the batter. Top of the order on deck. Strike. Lamarche at the bottom of the order because he wasn't here and they didn't want to put him up or there'd be an out. Ooh, Randy Eversole. Nice grab there by a third baseman. 2 down. And now Matt Luckin, the shortstop. I think that's Bob's boy, I recall. Ledoux, nice grab, nice unassisted put out by Alfie Ledoux. We're going to go to the bottom half of the third, 3-0 in favor of World Warehouse. Just up here daydreaming, and Matt Rivers stepped up and hit the first pitch of the bottom of the third into left field for a base hit. It's as Alfie Ledoux, it's a long-standing fact that if you swing at the first pitch and you lead off an inning, there's a possibility you won't be on tape. Ledoux airing it out to the left side. Alfie Ledoux been eating at the David Ortiz buffet table, I think. 2-run homer. That's his second 2-run homer. It makes it 5-0 in favor of World Warehouse. Now Justin Sample looks at it outside, ball 1. Look out.
Heads up! Heads up!
I got a car. Foul. Oh, nice catch. Nice catch. Was that 1 down or 2 down? I think it's two, but could be wrong. Here's Trevor Cameron.
My brother and I bought one for.
Maybe I marked my sheet wrong here. I don't think so. We'll see. The scoreboard says 5-0. That's all I really care about. Cameron hits it to first. Oh.
Oh, come on.
Safe at first. Scoreboard says 1 out. And I got Robbie John Dragoon going the opposite direction. He's going to put it off the fence and 2 hops. He'll get 3 out of it. Cameron rounding third. Triple, RBI triple for Robbie John. Fans down here looking for a replay of that play at first. Here is Randy Ebersole, third sacker. Hit to third. Flosky comes to first. Throw to the plate. Nobody covering the plate. Dragoon scores. Nobody told him to cover the plate. Makes it 7-0 and brings up Rala Parker Jr. He shoots it the opposite direction. It's going to drop in. He'll get 2, looking for 3. And he is in there. A triple for Rala Parker Jr. How about that, Bird? Now Donnie Coolidge. It's a line shot to left center. It's going to drop in. That'll make run number 8. And he's going to look for the 3rd triple of the inning. And by golly, he's got it. You go weeks without seeing a triple. We've seen 3 in this inning. Now Mickey Castine runs up. He's going to drop it in. He's going to drive in run number 9. He gets away. He's going to try to stretch it. He's going to be in at second base. Now Rick Lamberton. Oh, he said, I'll go ahead and go that direction too. He gets it to Tolosky for the out. So they get 6 to make it 9-0 after 3 full. We found ourselves way zoomed in, and a nice catch in the outfield, or we're zooming out. That's
Grab Trevor. 1 down, man. Let's go.
Chris Premore.
Stay solid out there.
Making the first out in the 4th inning. Eric Reed. 9-0 to score. Royal Warehouse leading Bluff Point. Both these teams will be in the A division. This is the last game for each club in the first round, the first 26 games. Parker grabs, we have 2 down. Here's Nick Walker. Strike 1. 9-0. Top half of the 4th inning. World would go to 23-3 if they hang on to this victory. And Bluff Point to 20-6. That is deep. Is out of here. A solo shot puts Bluff Point on the scoreboard. Cleanup man Nick Walker hits it over the right field fence. for the home run. Tom Zarfalitis. That's strike one.
All right, stay out of the booth.
A short, soft liner to the shortstop. Moore.
Come on, guys, let's go.
And a run for Bluff Point. They are on the scoreboard, but they trail 9-1, heading for the bottom half of the fourth. World Warehouse has sent up the top of their batting order here in the fourth as they look to add enough runs that the 12-run mercy rule would kick in after Bluff Point bats in the fifth. So, 8-run lead at the moment. They need to score at least 4, then hold Bluff Point scoreless. Or score a whole bunch, and then make sure they score fewer than needed to keep the game going. Hit back to the pitcher, fire to first, is going to be safe. Pulled his foot off the bag. Good try, but Primore's throw pulled the foot off the bag. So Moore is on. Now Matt Rivers. That's a base hit.
Careful, Jamie, careful.
Moore will stop at second. Moore Rivers with the single. Can they keep Alfie Ledoux in the park? Two-run homers in 2 trips to the plate. Deep ball 1.
Say Alfred Hitchcock right there.
2-0. There's a strike. Through the right side. And bags will be full. Late getting it in, so Moore scores. Rick Lamberton was holding him up, but they fiddled and faddled in the short outfield area, and Moore scored to make it 10-1. Nobody out, and Justin Sample, the batter.
Watch out, Calvin.
Hit
Good drop, push it,
fair down the first base line. Sample's going to overrun the bag. He's got to get back. Lamberton was Lamberton had to wait for that ball to go through.
I think Alfie would have gone better.
They got Lamberton running for Ledoux. That's 11-1, and Trevor Cameron, the batter. Still nobody out. Cameron hits a shot to misjudged in right center field. Lamberton's going to trot in. Sample's going to catch him. Cameron will be in at third. Give him a triple. Now Robbie Dragoon. 13-1 to score. 1-1 to count, nobody out. Dragoon hits a base hit. That'll give his team a 13-run rule. It's 14-1. Now Randy Ebersole. Strike 1.
Follow, Mike.
Ebersole hits it deep, but in the park. Dragoon will tag and coast into second base. 1 out. Now Rella Parker Jr. Strike 1. through the left side. I don't know why they have a coach at third base. Runners at the corners, and Donnie Coolidge looking around the horn double play. No. Coolidge beats it out, give him a run batted in. And it'll make it 15-1, 14-run lead for World Warehouse. And Mickey Castine, the batter. Swings at the first offering. Strike one. Base hit for Castine. Coolidge racing to third. We're going to have runners at the corners. Tyson Dumas is going to get a chance to swing the bat here. He's batting for Quick Rick Lamberton. Nice yank to the deep left field. It's going to be off the fence on a hop. Good swing there. He didn't really get all of his arms in there either. He just kind of yanked that one. Good yank, but didn't get all of it. He didn't get all of that with his swing. He could have put that one out if he'd gotten a full extension. There's Jamie Moore. 2 ducks on the pond, 16-1 the score. I have a plane flying over. I don't know if I can get it here. There we go. There it is. Strike. 2-2, I think, is the count. Full count, payoff pitch. Matt Rivers on deck. Pitch to Moore. Chops it to short. Throw to first. In time for the out. 16-1 is the score. We're heading for the 5th inning. World Warehouse has made some defensive changes. Justin Sample is now behind the plate. Tyson Dumas has stayed in the game to pitch. And Mickey Castine, the extra hitter, is now in the defensive lineup, replacing Ledoux at first base. It's 16-1, and Carla Parker grabs that one as Jake Toloski flies out to start the 5th. This team down by 15. They need to score 4 to keep this game going. Otherwise, the 12-run mercy rule will kick in. There's first baseman Randy Brown. Dumas delivers. Popped up. 2 down.
Good job, Tyson. Was not concerned about that coming from behind him.
2 down. Moore trying to psych him out. Jamie Bissett. Another pitch from Dumas. Hits it back to Dumas. Quick 1-2-3 inning. It's going to be a 16-1 victory. World Warehouse Undistributing defeats Bluff Point. Bluff Point will fall to 20-6. World Warehouse will complete the first 26 games with a 23-3 record. So that's the way it was on this July 31st, the last day of July 2009. Thanks for watching. And for those of you supporting viewer-supported local television, Hometown Cable. Win, lose, or draw, TV worthy of your support, Hometown Cable.